Efforts to revive the mystical Saraswati River have received a great boost following India's suspension of the Indus Water Treaty. Water from Sindhu, the Indian name for Indus, Ravi, Beas and Sutlej, currently flowing into Pakistan may soon be diverted to states like Rajasthan, Haryana and Punjab in an effort to revive the legendary Saraswati River. Now, you might feel, what is the point of reviving a river that ran dry thousands of years ago? Well, the answer is much more complicated than it seems to a neutral observer. For starters, the river will greatly benefit the people of Rajasthan, Gujarat, Haryana and Punjab, providing water for drinking and agriculture. Especially the states of Rajasthan and Gujarat, which are among the driest regions in the world. But there is a much deeper spiritual and philosophical angle to the revival of Saraswati. The original Saraswati might have dried up thousands of years ago, but the memory of the river never died in the Indian side. There is good reason for why the Indians never forgot the Saraswati River. For starters, it is mentioned in the Rig Veda, the oldest of the four Vedas, not once, not twice, but 71 times. The Rig Veda describes the Saraswati River as a mighty and powerful river, sometimes even referring to it as best of the rivers. The Rig Veda mentioned the location of the Saraswati River as located between Yamuna to the east and Sutlej to the west, indicating that it flowed through present-day Punjab, Haryana, Rajasthan and Gujarat. It is estimated that the Saraswati had already begun to dry up during the Vedic period, as its mention dwindled in the later Vedas. It also finds a mention in the epic Mahabharata, including a claim that the river dried up in the desert. In ancient times, great civilizations were born on banks of mighty rivers. Be it the Egyptian civilization on the banks of the Nile, or the Mesopotamian civilization on the banks of Tigris and Euphrates, or the Chinese civilization on the banks of the Yellow River, or the Sindhu, Saraswati, Ganga and Yamuna in India, probably the oldest of the ancient civilizations. All the great civilizations revered and worshipped the rivers that brought them food, prosperity and livelihood. And the Indian civilization was no different. Probably after the drying up of Saraswati River, the goddess Saraswati came into being, who is the goddess of knowledge, music and creativity. During the Vedic times, India was a land of city-states with many cities dispersed across India. From the Sutgendar in present-day Balochistan to the west to Sonitpur in Assam to the east, and from Shortuvai in present-day Afghanistan to the north to Kiladi in present-day Tamil Nadu in south. And among the many city-states of India, the Saraswati had the largest concentration of city-states on its banks. Sites like Kalibangan, Rakhi and Dholavira are among the biggest cities excavated on the banks of the Saraswati River. It is widely believed that the drying up of Saraswati River also led to the decline of the Indus Valley civilization. So, now the question begs, why did such a mighty river like Saraswati dry out while other rivers like Ganga, Yamuna and Indus still continue to flow? Well, there can be two possible reasons behind drying up of Saraswati. It is speculated that Yamuna and Sutlej formed two major tributaries of the Saraswati River, adding to the river's might. But a seismic event, most probably a strong earthquake, caused the Yamuna and Sutlej to change their course. Yamuna started flowing eastward to eventually meet the Ganga, and Sutlej started flowing westward to eventually meet the Indus. Cutting off of water supply from its two main tributaries may have caused a great deal of water loss in the Saraswati River. Also, the Ice Age had come to an end around 10,000 BC, and many areas that were earlier covered in snow were eventually melting as the earth became warmer. The sea levels also rose as the ice started melting across the planet. One possible explanation for the drying up of Saraswati River can also be that a glacier which had been a source of water for Saraswati River at the source had now dried up. Whatever the reasons might be, Saraswati River did dry out. It is speculated that it changed its course multiple times before eventually drying out. This caused the settlers of the cities on the banks of the Saraswati to change location multiple times. It is also important to note that ancient Indians were traders, and given that there were so many cities on the banks of Saraswati, it must also have been a very important trading route. Drying up of Saraswati might have broken the backbone of trade, leading to a complete collapse in the Indus Valley civilization. For thousands of years, all that remained of the Saraswati River was a mere memory and longing in the hearts of Indian people. A longing to be able to see the river that was probably the cradle of Indian civilization. But with the plan to revive the river, the Indians might very soon be able to see the Saraswati River in all its majesty and might. Here is what the government aims to do. The Haryana government formed a board called the Haryana Saraswati Heritage Development Board a few years ago, and it has been tasked to revive the Saraswati River. The board is planning to divert water from Himachal Pradesh Sutlej River into the Saraswati River. At the moment, construction of a dam and a barrage at Adi Badri is progressing rapidly, aimed at ensuring a year-round flow of water in the Saraswati River. In the past 3 years, the board has succeeded in enabling water flow along 400 kilometers of Saraswati riverbed during the monsoon season, completing the first phase of the river rejuvenation. In the next phase, the board is focused on maintaining a perennial flow in the Saraswati River. The Sutlej water flows from the Himachal Pradesh catchment area to Haryana's Shivalik range. The board is planning to bring that Sutlej water by making a channel from above Solan to Saraswati River via the Som River. Additionally, a major lake project is underway across 350 acres in Bilaspur, Haryana. On the 9th of December, a MoU was signed between Rajasthan's Water Resources Department and Embassy of Denmark to revive Saraswati's paleo channels. A team from ISRO, along with Government of Denmark, are in the process of mapping the river's ancient paleo channel to trace and restore its original flow. Once the flow route is identified, encroachments and other obstructions along the riverbed will be cleared. The Central Arid Zone Research Institute, Jodhpur, and IIT BU have also agreed to support the initiative. The revival of Saraswati River will bring great joy to Indians across the length and breadth of the country. It is probably on the banks of this river that the ancient Indian civilization took roots, and now seeing the same river come back to life will be a spiritual feeling for many Indians. Not to mention that it will also bring drinking water and irrigation water for crores of people in India's most dry regions. The opportunities for tourism as well as transportation of goods from inland India to ports are limitless. It has the potential to increase the GDP of the entire northwestern region. Would you be happy to see the revival of the Saraswati River? Let us know your thoughts in comments.